So next, I think it would be helpful to learn some of the basic functionality of Fidelity Passport. And what I think it's helpful for is generating property profiles. So doing a little bit of a deeper dive on a specific address or property owner. So let's say the first example, maybe you have an address that maybe you're doing a listing presentation on, or you reach out to a seller and you have a potential lead there, and you do a little bit more digging on that property. So what you can do is make sure you're either in the home page here or the reports page. And then what you can do, let's say that you have a property address that you're going to be searching for, is simply make sure that property address is selected. You can enter in the property address here, and then also make sure that if you're operating in a different county outside of LA, to place that here as well. So then you can hit search, and now it'll generate a report for you. Try to find that address that you're talking about, find the property owner for that as well, and it'll drop you right there on the property itself. So here I can see the owner's name, the property address, and then I can also customize these reports as well. So on this tab here on the left side of the screen, you'll see a bunch of different options of what you can choose from. So for example, I can choose to have comps included in this report as well. And in another video, I'll actually show you how you can customize some of these comps as well if you want to tailor some of the sales comps that are being generated in this report. You can also bring in the transaction history, so show the history of that property, what it sold for, when it sold for in the past. You can bring in an aerial map. You can also select to have a nearby neighbors report, so a little bit of a shallower dive into the properties that are directly around that property itself. And then you can also include the property tax profile. Also, you can have a complete document retrieval. So if you have that selected, in essence, what it'll allow you to do is generate all of the past property documents, such as grant deeds or transfer documents between individuals within that family as well, and have that included within the property profile. Or you can choose specific documents as well. So maybe you just want the most recent grant deed or vesting deed. You can have that included. So all you need to do to generate one of these reports is to select Get Now, and then you can choose to run this report. I'll say continue with order. And now this report is generated for me. The first thing that I would do if I was generating one of these reports is convert this to a PDF immediately, because it makes it a little bit easier. You can download it right to your computer. It's easier to send to people as well. So I can hit convert to PDF right here. And then what I would do is save this to my computer. So I can hit this download icon up at the top right of the screen, and I can save it to my computer, and I can name it the property address here. Now it's saved to my computer. If I want to send that to somebody, I can do so easily. So now looking through the report, I see the property address. I also see the owner's information. I see when they bought the property, what they bought the property for. I can also see the current loan or the loan that was on file when they bought the property right here. And also moving down, I can see the property characteristics, so the bed, bath, square footage, different property tax information here. So the total assessed value of that property, the land value, any improvement value that has been placed on that property, and their annual property tax amount right here. I can see any liens that are on file for this property as well in the lien history. So any potential liens that may have come up in an initial search. And ultimately, if you do want to have a super great deep dive, I recommend ordering an official title prelim. This is kind of just a surface level property profile report. But then this is also what's great here. So you have a complete comparables report. So let's say that you do have a listing presentation coming up for this property. You can generate a Fidelity Passport property profile, and then now you can pull some of these sales comps from this right here. And I'll show you, like I said in another video, how you can actually specify which properties and what areas that you want for these sales comps. It'll map all of these sales comps out for you here. It'll give you a general breakdown of these sales comps, so the age range of the people living in this area, the general price range of some of these properties that have sold as well. So kind of continuing downwards, you can see all the transaction history, so all of the loans that have been on file, any releases of these mortgages, any transfers between family members or individuals as well. And then you have all the loan information as you scroll down. And then continuing on, you have a nearby neighbors report included. So here you have the neighbors report, so different breakdown. Like I said, a shallow overview of some of the properties that are around that property or subject property itself. It'll give you a plat map. And then, like I said, very easy to download these reports or send it to somebody.